Hello, 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 fellow addicts. After a short little hiatus due to illness, Alyssa and Safi pop it in here once again with exciting news. We are a month into the new year, and that means it's time for a new major event in TSTO. Yes, we've reached the next event. We've received the next event packet. I need to be able to speak correctly. Apparently, it's been a while since we've done one of these. We've received the next event packet from EA, laying out the details for the next event in our pocket-sized towns. And you know what that means. Spoiler time. Of course, as you should all know by now, we weren't allowed to initially share any info with you guys because of the NDA we signed with EA. And once they gave us the okay, we're allowed to share that information, and that restriction has been lifted. So we're able to share the next event spoilers with you guys. So, like always, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what the next event will entail with some spoiler details and images. So get ready. Grab a pen and paper and be prepared for information overload. As always, please remember we're going to reveal a bunch of spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to know, this may not be the video for you. And now for your official spoiler warning. Spoilers incoming in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. The next event will hit our games on Wednesday, February 7th. As far as a theme, any guesses? How about a little hint? Any guesses?
Could it be the circus?
Baseball? No. The next event is clowns. From EA, they say Krusty's show is on the verge of bankruptcy again. What's a clown to do when the audience dries up? They say, those who can't do, teach. Perhaps a little smattering of smittenness on the side. So what are we waiting for? Let's show off the splash screen. Saf, thoughts on that splash screen?
Well, I'm going to quote Bryce Harper when he first came into the league and go with, that's a clown question, bro. Well, actually, it's a pretty cool splash screen. I like how you have a very like circusy theme with all the clowns. I like the Simpsons dressed up in clowns costumes, and then there's a couple of recognizable faces of other clowns that we just saw pretty recently on the Simpsons. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the splash screen. Looks nice. What about you? What do you think of the splash screen?
It's a very vibrant splash screen. There's a lot going on. I like it. It's a good little splash screen. Looks like fun. Lots of clowns in that car. So some quick basic facts about the event overall. Once again, we are at another multi-event, which with each act hitting every 9 days. Similar formula to what we've been seeing forever now. So that means Act 1 will hit on Wednesday, February 7th. Act 2 will hit on Friday, February 16th. Act 3 will hit on Sunday, February 25th. And Act 4, because it is a leap year, will hit on Tuesday, March 5th. So this event will run until March 13th. So get ready to send in the clowns for about 5 weeks. Anyway, so we know it's clown-based. What are we looking at this time around? Well, here is the event overview from EA. When Krusty's show is on the verge of bankruptcy, he decides to open a school for the clowning arts with an old acquaintance by the name of Little Debbie Dimples. It isn't long before the school starts booming and attendance is through the roof. Not only has Bart signed up, but so has Sophie Kristofsky. If that wasn't enough, even Rainier Wolfcastle's son Dieter has joined up. Things come crashing down, however, when the city of Springfield attempts to close the school on the grounds that clowning isn't considered art. Principal Skinner is the one heading up the lawsuit along with Reverend Lovejoy and Chief Wiggum, and they mean business. Judge Schneider orders that the matter be settled by trial by amusement, so it's up to Krusty to get his students ready for the trial of the century. Well, considering this is Springfield, more like the trial of the month. Saf, thoughts on the overview?
Well, I mean, this is the first major event of 2024, and it looks like we're continuing the trend of 2022, 2023, where they're really going to recent seasons. I mean, it sounds a lot like the penultimate episode of season 34, just from this past May, of Clown versus Board of Education. So that was a good episode. I did enjoy the episode. So there is potential based on this storyline. I'm kind of curious to see how they get 4 full acts, 5 weeks worth of content from one episode. Though I guess, as we'll discuss later, maybe they do draw from a couple other episodes as they have done recently. But the bulk of it does come from that one episode. But again, with it being a good, strong episode, I am hopeful. How about you? What do you think of the synopsis?
It's interesting. It's a pretty interesting synopsis. I like the trial by amusement idea. Um, it's pretty typical for Springfield. So, like it says, it's the trial of the century, or, just the trial of the month, the flavor of the month, if we will. But it looks like fun. All right, so now for some overview facts about the event. These are things that we are always asked. First up, pretty much everyone will be able to play this event. You will need to be above, let me check just to make sure I've got this right, above level 9. That's what I thought it was. So this will trigger for anyone who is at or above level 9 in TSTO. So it's pretty simple start spot. Characters needed for event currency. These will be used throughout each act. There is no Fab 4 this time. Bart is interestingly kept off of this list initially. So we've got, and you'll see why later, but for now we've got Homer, Marge, and Lisa. So this, the trio of the Simpson trio. And then we've got Grandpa, Lovejoy, Wiggum, Skinner, Willie, and 4 new premiums, 1 for each act. So there'll be 4 new premiums that will help, and the donut promo will also help with this event. We are pretty standard as always with the prize track. Each prize track contains 5 prize slots, 20 prizes total. Here is what each prize track includes. You've got 2 new characters, 4 new buildings, 10 new decorations, and 4 womp 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 mystery box tokens. Safi, this is how you fill in an event based on 1 episode with content. Mystery box tokens from events of the past. All right, speaking of the prize track, let's go over this prize track, shall we? That's what you're all here for, I'm sure. All right, as we discussed, I will put some images up on the screen. So for Act 1, the first prize track, the first prize is the Piapult, which is a decoration. And then we have the Kid Wall, another decoration. And then we go to everyone's favorite mystery box token. And that is followed up by the clown car, as seen on the splash screen, which is another decoration. And rounding out the Act 1 prize track is a full character, Little Debbie Dimples. Saf, thoughts on the Act 1 prize track?
I mean, first of all, you got a full character, so I'm not going to complain. That's awesome. And the decorations, too. I mean, the clown car looks okay. It's fun. But the kid wall, I'm really kind of interested in to see whether it's an animated decoration. There's a lot of potential for that, to have fun with that. Tap on it and kids go flying into the wall and stick it onto the wall. And same with the catapult. I mean, the Piapult, excuse me. The Piapult has some opportunities for some good animation, I hope. So that could really elevate this prize track from good to great if those two have solid animations with the decorations. But again, the full character, I'm pretty happy with a good start to the event. How about you? What do you think of Act 1?
I agree. I think it's a good solid prize track. We're starting off strong with Act 1. Even though you've got quite a few decorations there, you've got 3 of those prizes are decorations, and 1's a mystery box token, which to me is a throwaway. Character really helps. Little Debbie Dimples looks fun, but also the decorations look kind of fun. So we'll see how that plays out. But starting off pretty strong. All right, heading into Act 2, the first prize is the Dunk Tank, which is a decoration. Then we go to the Clown Plaza Hotel, which is our first building of this event. And then we go to everyone's favorite mystery box token. And prize 4 on the Act 2 prize track is the Krusty Stage, which is another decoration. And rounding out Act 2, our second building of this event, which is the Krusty Lou Studio Office. Saf, again, which is a building. Saf, thoughts on those prizes?
This one for me is a step down. I mean, the buildings, they look very similar to some other buildings. The um, studio office looks a lot like other buildings we've seen. The dunk tank, I'm hoping again, well, like the decorations in Act One, will have some animation. That's the one I'm kind of optimistic about. But overall, this for me is a step down from Act One. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to have two buildings on this one. I mean, ultimately, you've got four prizes on each prize track, right? Because one's a mystery box token, so you've got four new items. I'm happy that two of the items are buildings. I think that that's fun. That helps because Act One has no buildings and they just have decorations and a character. And the dunk tank looks like fun. So I'm optimistic about the Act Two prize track. While I feel like it's a step down because, like you said, they are pretty generic buildings that look similar to other things we have, and there is no character. I still think it could have been worse. I guess but that'll be my motto. It could have been worse. Uh, all right, let's jump to Act Three. All right, the first prize on the Act Three prize track is the pie wall, which is a decoration. And then we go to the clown bus, which is a building, oddly enough. So that will generate some income for your Springfield. Then we go to prize three, which is a mystery box token. And then we go to the fourth prize of the Act Three prize track is Krusty's Stunt Doubles Autograph Booth, which is a decoration. And rounding out Act Three, we have Miss Coco, a character for Springfield, another clown. Saf, thoughts on that prize track?
Again, you're getting a character. I'm really happy about that. And I'm really happy that both of the freemium characters in this event are female characters, getting Miss Coco and Debbie Dimples. Really, really happy about. Also glad that we're getting the original Debbie Dimples from her TV show and not the older Debbie Dimples that Krusty meets in the episode. Uh, so, yeah, overall, love the fact that we got a character. The decorations are pretty nice, and the school bus itself. Sorry, not the school bus. The clown bus itself. I like that they've made it a building that's earning currency as opposed to just a standard generic vehicle, which we have so many of in our Springfields now. How about you? What do you think of Act Three?
Yeah, I think Act Three is our strongest prize track on this one. I definitely think it's the strongest of all four acts. You've got building in there, you've got some fun decorations, and you've got a full character. You've got a little bit of everything. The only way it could be better is if there was no mystery box token. Um, all right, heading into Act Four, the final act of this event, we've got our final set of prizes. So the first prize on the Act Four prize track is the Krusty Water Tower, which is a decoration. Then we go to the elephant. That's random. Another decoration. And then the third prize on the Act 4 prize track is a mystery box token, your final one. And then we have the fourth prize is a clown fire truck, which is another decoration. And rounding out the Act 4 prize track and the entire event, we end on the Civic Center, which is a building for Springfield. Saf, thoughts on the final prize track?
It's actually not that bad a prize track. It is again a slight step down from Act Three, in my opinion. But overall, it's not a hot dog cooker bot that we're ending on. So I'm pretty happy with it. The decorations look pretty nice. The clown fire truck's a little bit of a different type of vehicle that we have. The Krusty Lou water tower. It has multiple purposes. I mean, you can kind of put it in your Krusty section, but it can also go in other areas too. It's fairly generic. Overall, we're ending on a pretty decent note. I'm not too disappointed. It's not a huge fall off a cliff after Act Three like we've seen in previous events. How about you? What do you think of Act Four?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're ending on a building. It's a decent looking building. I mean, I feel like we've got several other buildings that look the same, but it's a decent building. And so you're ending on a building, not a mini, teeny, tiny hot dog cooker bot decoration. So, I don't think it's as bad as it could be. Um, but definitely still holds true that Act Three, I believe, is the strongest set of prizes on this prize track. Um, All right, let's talk some premium content. So this event, like the others before it, have 4 new premium combos, 1 for each act. Each combo is 150 donuts, so you will need 600 donuts for the event-specific premiums. These are the premium items that come with each act, and these will help you earn event currency. So again, they're 150 donuts each, and you will need 600 donuts total for the event-specific premiums. Gil will be back, and he'll be making his appearance during Act 3 of this event. And the event packet from EA says his deal will cost 200 donuts. So you will need 800 donuts total to buy all of the event premiums. It's 800 donuts total to buy all of the event premiums. Again, that's pretty standard with these events. Like we always do, let's talk Gil first. So Gil this time around again will appear during Act 3, and his combo this time is a full character and building. You get Ring-a-Ling and Hayes Hayes. That again is a building and character combo for 200 donuts. Saf, thoughts on this combo?
I mean, having a Ring-a-Ling as a character as opposed to a pet, that's interesting. Yeah, overall, it's not the strongest guild deal we've seen in a while. Ring-a-Ling, I don't recall you them or I don't know what the proper pronoun is for.
It's like a mascot. Yes,
right?
It's, it's a clock.
Yeah, Ring-a-Ling wasn't in the episode for more than a couple minutes. So we've had guild characters that have been more impactful than Ring-a-Ling. So we're kind of missing out there. And as well, when you if you're donut strapped and you're deciding between getting an event character who's going to help you earn and Ring-a-Ling, I would say go with the event characters because Ring-a-Ling isn't really that memorable in the history of Simpsons. So yeah, overall, it's not the best guild deal we've seen in a while, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's an odd pick.
Ample donuts, so I'm still going to get Ring-a-Ling, but yeah, for those who are a little short on donuts, I would save it for something else.
It's an odd pick. It truly is. And I tend to agree with what you're saying there. Unless you have an obsession with clocks, then you may want to think twice before purchasing that one. All right, let's jump to the act premium combos. Again, these are the items that launch with each act and that will help you earn event currency. And like I always do, I will throw images up as we discuss these. So for Act 1, the premium combo, again, each of these are 150 donuts for the combo. The first one is Clown Principal Krusty and the School for Clowning Arts. This is an outfit for Krusty, not a character. I'm sorry, not a full character. It's an actual outfit for Krusty and a full building. Saf, thoughts on this combo?
Yeah, the fact that it's a costume is a little bit disappointing, especially for Krusty, who has so many costumes. So it's not my favorite of the event, but the building itself is somewhat generic as well. So overall, a little bit of a disappointment for a premium pack combo. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little odd. It's cap and gown Krusty, but I actually would rather it be a costume than a full character because it'd be a little weird with 2 Krusties walking around Springfield. Not gonna lie, especially with all these other clowns with this event. All right, for Act 2,
have added this as on the prize track in lieu of a mystery box token, rather than having it be 150 donuts. I like having Principal Krusty. I mean, he's having that costume is really important, but not as a premium item.
No, I agree. Totally agree. All right, for Act 2, we've got Clown Bart and Stage 1. This is an outfit for Bart and a building for Springfield. So again, this is 150 donuts. Saf, thoughts on this combo? Oh, and this is how Bart will help you earn event currency. So here's where the Fab 4 comes in, but you have to purchase this version of Bart in order to use him to earn event currency.
I mean, I'll reiterate what I said with the Krusty costume. Again, if you're providing a skin, for Bard, who's got so many. I would have rather they were at least instead of a mystery box token have this, having it as a premium and with a building that looks like so many other studios that we have. Looks pretty similar to the other two studios. Yeah, not really happy with this one either. How much
Yeah,
do you think?
same thoughts. Again, I'm happy that it's a costume and not a character rendition of Bart. It's just weird. That would just be a weird walk around, although we've got other odd walk arounds of Bart. But I feel like it could have been on a prize track and not a premium combo. All right, for Act 3, we've got Dieter Wolfcastle and Hello Krusty, which this time it is a full character and a building for Springfield. Again, 150 donuts, and Dieter will help you earn event currency. Saf, thoughts on this one?
I really like this one. This is probably one of my favorite combos of the event, if not the favorite. Dieter was a big part of that episode, and Rainier needs more family in the game, so I like that we're getting another Wolf Castle. Um, he had a couple different costumes in that episode, so this is not my favorite costume for him, but still, I mean, I appreciate that we're getting Dieter. Maybe some of his task will have him in the other costumes, so that's, I guess, to be seen. But yeah, the building itself as well stands out from the other two premium buildings. So I do like this building character combo a lot. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good one. I definitely think this is a if you're buying a premium item from this is the must buy. I feel like it's a good pickup. All
Yeah,
right, for Act 4, rounding out the premium content for this event, the new premium content, we've got Leaky Pants and Muscle and Flanks, another character and building combo for 150 donuts, and Leaky Pants will help you earn event currency. Quite honestly, I just like saying Leaky Pants because I think it's funny. Saf, thoughts on that combo?
yeah. I mean, aside from being a funny name, I mean, they're both really good items that are really relevant to that episode. Muscle and Flanks and Leaky Pants. You couldn't have season 34, episode 21 without those two. So overall, I'm quite happy with this one as well. For me, it's a pretty close toss up between the Act 3 premium and the Act 4 premium. So if you hopefully you can get both and go with both. Um, yeah, it's sad that they're the third and fourth ones. So that if you're only getting two, they can't really help you with Act 1 and Act 2 right from the get go. But again, they will help with Act 3 and Act 4. So definitely, I'm a big fan of these two, Leaky Pants as well as Dieter.
And you
Um,
just get to, have a character in your game whose name is Leaky Pants, and it's funny and it's fun to
yeah,
say. So that alone should make you want to buy them.
what you doing? Tapping my Leaky Pants.
Exactly, exactly. Um, all right, so that wraps up the premium section of this. There is also one donut promo available with this event, as we've been seeing more and more. Be odd if there wasn't a donut promo with this event. So this time around, this will launch as soon as the event starts. So from February 7th until the event ends on March 13th. The donut offer is Flying Giuseppe and 132 donuts. So this is a character, and you get the 132 donuts for $9.99 US. Saf, thoughts on this one?
It's nice to see Flying Giuseppe. I mean, this goes back to the Beer Baron episode, like way back in what was it, season 14, episode 8 with Rex Banner, and so I'm kind of excited to get the Flying Giuseppe. Like I said, this game's given me so much pleasure, and once or twice a year, I like to put some money back into it. For me, Flying Giuseppe is worth that money, so I am actually going to go ahead and invest and get Flying Giuseppe. For me, it was a memorable character. I'm looking forward to the task. I'm hoping that it has some fun tasks, including his cannon. So we'll see. But for me, this is one of the better for cash combos we've had in a while. How about you? What do you think?
So you all know I love Toy Story. Flying Giuseppe reminds me of Duke Kaboom. And I love Duke Kaboom. So I feel like this is a good buy, mostly because, you know, Flying Giuseppe, Duke Kaboom, same difference. I think it's a good pickup if you have the money to spare. And like Saf said, you know, if the game gives you joy, you know, you should be willing to throw some money into it as long as you can. You know, once or twice a year, just to keep it going. You know, this game's been around for a very long time, so has this website. So you know, if you've got the money to spare, just throw a few bucks EA's way on a fun character to keep the game going longer. Now, you might think we've been done. You know, we talked about all the new content, right? So you might think we're getting close to wrapping this up, but we're not even close to being done. This is just the event that keeps on going from EA. There is a ton of returning content with this one, and a mystery box. So as you know, we need something to spend those mystery box tokens on. So the mystery box this time around is the Fears of a Clown mystery box. Like I always do, I'm not going to give the list of the content. We'll put that up on the site once the event goes live. There are over 30 items in this box, and we'll lay out what's inside and give you guys all those details. But the basic idea for this is really there is no basic idea. It's a smorgasbord of random content from the past. You've got some school items because, you know, this is kind of a school event. You've got some Krusty items because this is kind of a clown event. And you've got some random Valentine's Day items from Valentine's Day events in the past because, well, this is in February. Also, you've got some Thanksgiving items from events of the past. Why? I have no idea. Because what's a smorgasbord, I guess, without Thanksgiving? So, I mean, you're going to see things like Howard's Flowers, and then you're going to see things like Caesar's Powwow Casino, and then you're going to see things like the Mayflower. No idea why. That's just kind of what EA felt like doing. So, Fears of a Clown mystery box. Maybe your mystery box tokens will be worth it this time because there's a lot of stuff in there. Also, on top of that, there is a ton of just straight returning content that will hit our games starting February 7th. This is all pertaining and run through the entire event. These are items you can go into the store and buy directly. These are returning items. Again, we will list everything. There's a lot of stuff, but we will list everything when the event hits on the rundown post. But as an example, you can get the Ultimate Fighting Zoo and Scuzzo the Clown, because what's a clown event without Scuzzo? Or Club Krusty Adult Retreat and Sideshow Raheem, because, you know, again, what's a Krusty event without Club Krusty and Sideshow Raheem? You can also get Rabbi Kristofsky as one of the items, but, you know, he's dead, so that's a little weird. And you can also get Ding-a-ling Ringmaster. You can get Ring-a-ling and you can get Ding-a-ling, so you can have a ring and a ling in your game all at the same time. So there's a lot of returning content. You've also got things like let's see, the Circus Lion, the Circus Tent. These are all things you can purchase in your game for donuts. And Circus Fences will be coming back from events of the past. So be on the lookout for a lot of returning content. Again, kind of a smorgasbord, but most of that stuff is pertaining to Krusty or clowns. Not like the mystery box. That's just a whole nother weird thing. But the straight returning content that runs through the entire event, that is mostly Krusty and clown items. Now, I mentioned briefly in the mystery box, we've got some Valentine's Day items. So speaking of Valentine's Day, we get a little bonus from EA with this one. There is a mini Valentine's Day content hit with this event. I don't quite know if it's going to be like an update or just content hitting our stores, so I don't know if there's going to be dialogue or not yet for it. But on February 12th, we will get some new Valentine's Day content for our games, which is a long time. It's been a very long time since we've seen Valentine's Day in our games. And so it'll hit on February 12th, and it'll run until February 19th. Thankfully, I have these lovely display boards I'm putting up on the screen because this will give you more content, more visual content than I can clearly articulate, because I'm all over the place with my words right now. But so from February 12th to February 19th, we will get Valentine's Day in Springfield. There will be new Valentine's Day content. It's not just returning. We will see new items. Again, it's been a very long time since we've seen new Valentine's Day items in our games. So the first item will be a heart cloud. That is for $500 cash. So it's just a decoration for Springfield, $500 cash heart cloud. The next is a premium combo, and this will be 150 donuts. No, this will not help you with the event because this is Valentine's Day and that event is clowns, even though the mystery box is clowns, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, and schools. This premium combo is strictly for Valentine's Day, and this is Cupid Bart and Cupid Headquarters, which is a character and building combo. Again, 150 donuts for this. Saf, your thoughts?
Again, I know you don't like there's multiple versions of the same character over and over, but I have no problem having multiple Barts roaming my Springfield. So I'm pretty excited that it's a full character. It's technically not Bart, it's technically Cupid. It just so happens that Cupid looks a lot like Bart. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this combo. Definitely one that I'm going to get. It's not as fun as Dieter or Leaky, but still, Leaky Pants and Dieter are my top two, but Cupid Bart is right there at number 3.
Well, Cupid Bart's not as fun to say as Leaky Pants, so
Oh.
or Dieter for that matter. But it is nice to see Cupid Bart finally hit our games because for those OG TSTO players, you'll remember Cupid Bart has been around for a while, giving some of us nightmares from the wheel of Valentine's Day 2014. So it's nice to see Cupid Bart finally making his appearance in our game as a full character. And Cupid Headquarters is kind of fun too. Yeah. So in addition to those new items, we have a ton of Valentine's Day, and this is actual Valentine's Day content hitting our stores, but this is a limited run, so this is only going to run again from February 12th to February 19th. So this content specific for Valentine's Day is only around for a week. So if you're in the market for Shauna, Brandine, a Valentine's Day Pond, or other content from Valentine's Day past, be sure to check your stores on February 12th and act fast because those items will only stick around until the 19th. And again, you're going to see items like I said, like Shauna, like Brandine, but then you'll also see things like the lovely gazebo or the lovely flower cart, or you'll see cash items like the cherub topiary, can't speak, or the rose arch, or a love planter, or even a Valentine's Day tree. So there's a little bit of something for everyone who has missed events of the past. Again, we will lay all that stuff out for you once it hits as we prepare for February 12th. You'll see that content kind of pop, but again, that'll only run for a week. Any other thoughts, Safi, about Valentine's Day, about a mystery box that doesn't quite know what it is, even though it's talking about fears of clowns, about clowns in general, about this event, about Krusty? Thoughts, comments,
Overall,
concerns?
it seems like just a fun, like when you think of clowns, you think about fun and laughter, and to me, that's what this event really seems like. There's a lot of funny characters, funny content, getting Thanksgiving content in February. I mean, to me, like that's complete clowning. So yeah,
I'm we're clowning around.
Yeah, so I'm all for it. I'm looking forward. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this one. Again, don't take it too seriously. Just have fun, and that's what the game's for. It's about having fun. So I'm looking forward to this event. That's
what games are all about, having fun, right? And I think that the vibrant colors kind of play to that as well, because this is a very vibrant event. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too depressing. I mean, Krusty is involved, so there will be some level of depression, but a lot of vibrant colors, a lot of fun things. Listen, I love the fact that Valentine's Day is making a little bit of an appearance because it's been forever since we've seen a Valentine's Day event. Because let's face it, EA's really put all of the Valentine's Day content in the game already. So I think it's great to see that. I think the prize tracks are good. They're not amazing. It's not the best set of prizes we've ever seen, but I do think that they're good. They're solid. It'll be a good little kickoff to TSTO in 2024. And again, like Safi said, it's all about having fun. So just have fun, have a little laughter, be a little lighthearted, enjoy the game. And that's going to do it from us. So for now, hopefully this spoiler video gets you pumped and prepped for this event, and look forward to start on Wednesday, February 7th. And once it goes live, we will, of course, as always, have a rundown post up on TSTOaddicts.com. Shout out to Graham, with all the info you need for Act 1 and beyond. And we will be back soon. So until then, thanks for watching this spoiler video and checking out the details on the latest event in TSTO with us. Bye-bye.
Bye.